What's going on? Um, my buddy Dale there, he made me this little meme here for the cows. Let me define this for you here. It's kind of like there's irony in life, okay? This country was founded off of this swindling of the simple natives out here. And it's well known, and it's also documented, man. I mean, this stuff's Library of Congress. So listen, I'm over the old racial beefs. Like, I'm not tripping about it, but I do remember the histories for the sake of being Indian in the first place. So it's a complicated issue because Hitler basically developed his concentration camp techniques off of the American reservation system, the Native American extermination program, and also eugenics in Britain was also getting research and intel and engineering off of the same thing here. That's why it's kind of covered up, man. It's kind of like you got to understand, science is cannibalistic. It loves sick people to experiment on. It loves crazy people to lock away in asylums. It loves social ills to rot away in their labor prisons. So basically, the reservation, it's like that is us. That's everywhere now. The whole planet literally is a reservation. All right, you can suffer out there on your own, because in the reservation you're not allowed to freely roam from place to place to get the resources that you need. So they force you to have to go to that plantation up there, which is your job, which is your hustle and bustle. Because I mean, it doesn't have to be on the books for you. It's still to be the plantation. It's which master do you serve, who you obey is your master. And it makes us literally slaves to sin, where we have no choice, but we're obligated to lie, cheat, and steal to stay out of the concentration and be left to our own selves to do as thou wilt on the reservation, as long as it's not interfering with the people on the plantation, the people at the top of that house there. And it's like, yes, basically the concentration is either jail, imprisonment, threat of harm, threat of death, tethers, probation, piss tests, halfway houses, things of this nature, which either way, it's like, anyway, there's no escape. Anyway, off the reservation, the plantation, the only escape is the concentration, unfortunately. And I learned how to do these three word magic mundra type deals like this. It's nice because me and Dude are doing experiments on how to make memes. So believe it, I'm gonna showcase them. My buddy Dale there, his talents as well, and our mutual talents is you know what I'm saying? One hand washes the other, both hands wash the face. So basically it's like, you know, on the reservation, yeah, you're still allowed to have like a single shot shotgun, breech loader rifles, where it's like you got to put a bullet every time in you shoot, like freaking, look. And they give you some crops, but just like, it's like, look, that's why Indians didn't do well there, because they try to introduce them to feudalism, which is like you're forced to live on a land plot, work the land, and then the plantation or the feudal lord comes and takes most of your produce and gives you enough life support to keep you alive, to keep you working. But look, every year his storehouse is full and yours is empty, and there's just nothing you can do about it. It's a narcissistic safe haven. It's like, what's it? Do you want to go to the concentration? Do we need to tune up your attitude, sir, at the concentration, sir? You should be blessed and feel lucky. Not every man gets a good job on the plantation, sir. Go Go back to your reservation, sir, and go and refine and extract resources for the orcs, okay, sir? Something like that. So this is also the dark triad of the American political system. That on the flip, it's the Ministry of Truth, the Ministry of Love, the Ministry of Justice, which it's all backwards. It means something totally different because it's doublespeak. This right here is straight, direct, forward speech, and I learned this from three strikes law. This is the law of threes. This is NLP too. Look, three strikes law. Joe Biden was responsible for writing, I would add. So he's a drug war monger, war on terror monger. He was there getting dirty in the past, and he's the reason why some of our families are so broken up. And down in Florida, when I lived there, there was a term. It said, come on vacation, leave on probation, and you'll be back on violation. So look, this is the same: reservation, plantation, concentration. Freaking look, 10, 20, life. That's another variation of the three strikes law. If you get caught with an illegal gun, it's 10 years. You get caught using an illegal gun in a crime, it's 20 years. If you get caught murdering or trying to kill somebody with a gun, it's life. So these are the repetition, terrorist, type of way to really beat it in, to really whip that dead horse, whip that dead horse. Like, because look, we're going to be ridiculous and redundant, but the difference is we're not going to be hypocritical. We're gonna be real redundant, real focused on the targets here, and the target is the truth. That's the bullseye. Straightforward, cut the chase, cut the crap, truth. And I'm trying to break it down for you, but look, like I was saying, this country was built off of a swindle. So look, it's kind of like in the Bible when they said about when they were crucifying Jesus, they said, let his blood be on our head and on our children, okay? And as a society, to some extent, some of the evils of this country are kind of glorified and rejoiced in, and on the backside, like, ha 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 ha, look what we did to you guys. And there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, look, dude, in the Bible, it was 400 years, man, that they were there before, in Egypt, before the Exodus happened, okay? So look, dude, laugh now, cry later. So I'm just saying, be careful, dude. Just do it. Listen, contempt prior to investigation is the most best definition of what ignorance really is. So look, dude. Look, we got to be just for everyone. Justice for everyone or justice for no one, dude, okay? It's the way we got to start operating as love thy neighbor as thyself, golden rule time. And to do that, we got to honor real history. And that's the only way to reconcile it, so we can really grow and mature beyond this and really reconcile the human family, okay? I'm talking about all this race garbage, all this freaking ideological nonsense. I'm not talking about the NWO neither, not peace down the barrel of a gun, but listen, through meekness, which means be willing to be taught and learn again. And we need to learn from one another and from the mistakes of the past, and we need to honor those who paid the price of learning the hard way by learning from their example of what not to do sometimes. Dude, an example of what not to do is just as strong as one to do the right thing, the perfect thing. But there is no example of in mankind where any man did anything perfectly, okay? And when you get groups of us together, it tends to not only magnify our strengths, but also our weaknesses, okay? Under certain conditions, you know what I mean? So it's like they don't give you any other choices than this right here. So in the sophisticated enslavement of slavery also, like through that Willie Lynch paper, dude. Freaking, I'm showing you that it was scientific back in the 1700s. So was the slavery thing. Like, look, it was a really cruel and evil practice. And I mean, and this is in the Bible, it says, and you people are carrying a curse because you sell a child for wine, and then a little girl for shoes. Slavery, man. The whole Bible really, look, they sold Joseph to slavery into Egypt. It's in there. And then in Goshen in Egypt was basically the reservation for the Israelites, dude. And once again, Ephraim, Joseph, it means the mixed multitude, man. There was a mixed multitude that also went amongst the children of Israel and were converted in through custom, through tradition. That's the same thing. The kind of customs of the Indian was so much similar to that, and like people just, it's concealed. But anyway, so even that story of the Exodus, man, in the Bible, man, it was like they were literally, it was the reservation and the plantation and the concentration. That's the story of the Bible, and slavery and all that. Let my people go type of a deal. It's just like, how can anyone claim ownership over anything that's here when none of us freaking created it? But the fact that we're here is evidence that, hey, we're here to be fruitful and multiply. We're here to conduct ourselves as stewards over this trust from our Creator. You know what I mean? And these people stand in the way, and they're trying to charge us rent on top of this. Hey, dude, the wages of sin is death. From the sweat of our brow we'll eat. Look, but we can and we could and we have, dude. The Indians, before there was any kind of this so-called civilization, they thrived out here, dude. So look, just because they're treating us all like the same now, equality, they're treating us all like Indians and all like slaves and all like Jews in the concentration camps. Now, we're all equal, finally, world equality, but the only difference is me and you regular dude, we're equal, but them, they feel superior. They feel as if they have divine right to just pimp us and treat us like total simps, and as if we're just stupid. And it is ridiculous, and it's redundant, and it's such arrogance. It is such what is this word I'm looking for here? I can't remember what this word is, man, right now. Avarice. Wait, is it avarice? No, something to that effect. Ooh. Anyway, I think I got a freaking